If you're looking to secure the Supreme crew neck sweatshirt, that is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in today's video. This is the Supreme Burberry box logo hoodie, and not only was I able to cop one of them, but I was able to secure two of them manually when they dropped last season. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips and tricks to increase your chances of being able to cop on this upcoming release. I'll be live streaming this entire drop, which is happening on Thursday, December 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys sub to the channel, make sure you throw a like on today's video, and make sure you guys are pulling up to the stream too. On that note, let's get into it. First things first, aside from the box logo crew necks that are going to be dropping, we are also going to be seeing the box logo beanies dropping too. Retail on the crew neck sweatshirts is coming in at $158, and retail on the beanies is coming in at $38. We actually have a lot of fire colors dropping, and those colors are going to include gray, blue, green, black, red, brown, yellow, and finally we have zebra. As far as the best colors to go for in terms of the resale value, I think that gray and black are definitely going to be the two safest, and then I can also see brown and blue doing good too. As far as the zebra goes, I personally do not see this hitting, but you never really know with these one-off Supreme colors that they drop, but I really don't see too many people rocking the zebra. Assuming that you're getting the best color like gray or black and you're also getting a good size, I could see these probably topping out around the $250 range. And if this drop was going down 7 to 8 years ago, these would probably be fetching some insane numbers, but the hype around Supreme just really isn't there like it used to be. As far as the beanies go, we're going to be seeing the same colors dropping, and they're all going to be coming in one size. Resell on the beanies for the best colors, which is probably going to end up being the same ones as before, gray, brown, and maybe black, is probably going to end up around the $80 to maybe $90 range. So there's not going to be a ton of margin on the beanies. I think the sweatshirts are definitely going to be the most profitable if you're interested in reselling these items. So there's going to be two main ways to get your hands on a crew neck or a beanie, and that's going to be from Supreme's in-store release and their online release. For everyone in the US, the in-store registrations will go live Tuesday, December 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's going to be happening on register.supremenewyork.com. For everyone in the rest of the world, I'm going to be leaving the links to your in-store signups down in the description below. So what's going to happen is that on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern, you're going to be sitting here refreshing this page, and then what's going to happen is the page will refresh, and then you're going to have fields that you're going to fill out. And the first fields are going to include your name, your email, and your phone number. After you successfully register, then Supreme is going to be sending you a text where you're going to have to confirm your reservation. So after you type in your name, your email, and your phone number, the next screen is going to be your billing address and your credit card information. You're going to fill this out and hit next, and hopefully if you are quick enough, you'll receive a spot for this in-store release. Realistically, the key to winning these in-store signups is that you need to be as fast as humanly possible because they go very, very quick. Not everyone is going to be able to secure an in-store spot, so you need to be very, very fast. And there's a couple different ways to be able to do this. Within my Discord group, SoFlo Supply, we have a complimentary autofill extension that's included in everybody's membership. It works on a ton of different sites, but specifically it works on Supreme in-store signups, and it also works on the Supreme online release. So basically you pre-fill out all of your information into this autofill extension, and then it's just gonna sit there, it's gonna fill out all of your information, hit next for you, fill out your billing and your credit card details, and basically you're gonna fly through the entire checkout process very, very quickly. The other autofill that pretty much everyone should have access to is going to be the Google Chrome autofill. And although this isn't going to be as fast as a custom one, this is still going to be much faster than sitting there typing in your information by hand manually. The next way to be able to cop is from Supreme's online release, which is going down on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you've ever gone for a Supreme drop before, you know that they sell out very, very fast. So once again, guys, speed is going to be absolutely key when copping online. There's going to be two main ways for checking out on Supreme as fast as you possibly can. And the first is once again going to be with a custom autofill extension like the one that we offer in my Discord server, and the second way is going to be Apple Pay on Safari. Both of these ways are extremely fast, and I would highly recommend doing one or the other because that is going to give you the absolute best chances of being able to cop. So with the autofill extension or with Chrome autofill, it's basically just going to fill out all of your information right when you hit the checkout page. So you'll be able to submit your information very quickly without having to sit there typing it all in. There's one key point that I want to talk about on Supreme that usually prevents a lot of people from copping, and that's going to be something called a high traffic error. And if you've went for Supreme before, you more than likely know what I'm talking about. Here's the sauce for getting around these high traffic errors. The main reason you're getting this is because you're submitting your information too quickly. So I know I said that you have to be fast, but there's also such thing as being too fast. So what I like to do is that once the autofill fills out all of my information on the checkout page, I like to count to 3 in my head. So I go 1, 2, 3, and then I will go ahead and submit my payment. And doing that alone has prevented 90% of these high traffic errors, and it allows my order to go through smoothly. Another very great option for copying on Supreme manually is going to be from Apple Pay, and this is obviously for anyone who has an iPhone. So basically, it's going to be a very similar process to before, is that after you add the product to cart and after you hit the checkout, there's going to be an option for Apple Pay, and you're simply going to want to select this, and you're going to want to check out as you normally would. If you've never used Apple Pay before, make sure to set it up beforehand and make sure to put in the correct address and the correct card that you want to be using as your default. So there's two main links you want to be refreshing at drop time depending on what item you're going for. And if you want to be going for the sweatshirts, you want to be on this tab right here, which is the sweatshirts tab. And if you want to be going for the beanies, then you want to be refreshing the hats tab. Another option could be going into the new tab, but I personally like to sit in whichever tab I'm going for. So for me, it's going to be the sweatshirts tab. So about 10 to 15 seconds before drop time, you want to be sitting here refreshing. And for Supreme, it doesn't really matter how often you refresh. They really don't ban too hard. So you can kind of sit here refreshing, and one little tip that I like to do is I like to click F5 on my keyboard. So F5, F5, F5. It's honestly much faster, so I would definitely recommend doing that. So at drop time, and sometimes it can be a little bit before or a little bit after, you're gonna be clicking F5, and then you're gonna see all the different colors load up right here. You're gonna click on the color that you want, you're going to select which size you want, and then one thing to note is that on Supreme and on these hyped up drops, they usually do some little weird challenges that you have to fill out, like drawing a circle or sliding a slider, or it's going to be something random, and I feel like they're most likely going to do it on the initial drops, and this is one of the things that typically stops a lot of the bots, so manual people should have a half decent chance of being able to cop. So you're going to select your size, and then there could be a little challenge sitting right there. So it could be you have to slide something or draw a circle, and then once you do that, you're going to draw the circle, you're going to click add to cart, you're going to get a pop-up over here that's going to say checkout. So that's going to take you to the checkout screen where you're either going to be doing Apple Pay or you're going to be using an autofill in order to be able to check out as fast as possible. That's pretty much everything that you guys need to know to be able to cop Supreme successfully. And remember, I will be live streaming this entire drop on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Good luck to everyone going for these. I hope this video helped. And on that note, I'll catch you all on the next one.